Ladies and gentlemen, salam, namaste, khushamadid, sat sri akal. This is your host Monty. Karta hu aapka tahe dil se swagat. You're watching your favorite channel, B4U Music. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very special episode dedicated to one of the most elegant, talented, beautiful, charismatic actors to ever grace Indian cinema. An actor who made you cry, an actor who made you smile, an actor who made you laugh and entertained you for years. Someone who had a heart of gold and a soul to match. Someone who was a phenom and ageless beauty, gifted with sophistication, class, and was simply elegance personified. She was the most enigmatic woman to set foot into Indian cinema. You've guessed it right, I'm talking about the one and only Sridevi ji. वो कहते हैं ना, चिट्ठी ना कोई संदेश, जाने वो कौन सा देश, जहाँ तुम चले गए. आज का जो ये एपिसोड है, we will dedicate it to Sridevi ji, learn about her life and actually go through her life and see how this little girl from a very small town become an icon, a living legend who's going to live into our hearts and in our souls forever. So let me take you through this beautiful journey. Sridevi was born in Sivakasi, Madras on the 13th of August 1963 to Ayyappan and Rajeshwari. Sridevi's mom was from Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. So she had an advantage of knowing two languages, Tamil and Telugu. Well, you'll be surprised to know Sridevi started her acting career when she was only 4. Her first film was a Tamil film called Thunevan, and she continued to act as a child artist in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada films. Well, you can see that she was actually a born actor. Well, she made her Bollywood debut also as a child artist in the movie called Rani Mera Naam in the year 1972. And then Sridevi made her debut as a lead heroine in the Hindi films industry with a movie called Solwa Sawan in 1979. It's surprising to know that she was actually 16 years old. 4 years later, that's when the life changed. She signed opposite Jitendra in Himmatwala. The film released in 1984 and became one of the biggest blockbusters of the year, and it established Sridevi in Bollywood and earned her the title of a superstar. Himmatwala apparently also earned her a title called the Thunder Thighs. क्या बात है. And a dance number नैनों में सपना, सपनों में सजना, सजनी पे दिल आ गया. Well, आप गाना तो याद रखोगे, लेकिन उसके साथ जो गाने में मटके हैं, इतने सारे मटके कहाँ से लेकर आए उन्होंने. And then this was followed by Tofa. लेकिन before we move on, let us show you a little clip of Himmatwala and all these spots and the song. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you must have enjoyed this song, Naino Mein Sapna. Lekin 1983 and 1984 were the most crucial years for Sridevi ji, because that was the year when Himmatwala and Tofa came back to back. Blockbuster hits, and Sridevi gets the title of unquestionably the #1 heroine in Bollywood during that era. So let's take a little clip of Tofa. दूजी आँख मारूं कलेजा कट जाए, एक आँख मारूं तो पर्दा हट जाए, दूजी आँख मारूं कलेजा कट जाए, दोनों आँखें मारूं तो छोरी पट जाए, छोरी पट जाए, दोनों आँखें मारूं तो छोरी पट जाए, छोरी पट जाए. Tofa was actually the biggest Tofa in Sridevi's life, because the pair of Jitendra and Sridevi did 16 films together and they gave 11 hits. To name a few: Himmatwala, Aulad, Suhagan, Ghar Sansar, Dharm Adhikar, Sone Pe Suhaga and many more. दोस्तों, श्रीदेवी जी के करियर में एक मूवी जो एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट path or mark थी उनकी life की वो थी सदमा. Sadma was a movie which was released in 1983 and it was the first time that Sridevi ji worked with Kamala Hassan. This was a remake of a Tamil film, Mondram Pirai. So actually it was a blessing in disguise. The movie did not do commercially well, but critically Sridevi got accolades for her performance. Then came 1986, ladies and gentlemen. That was the era which is called the fantasy era or the Nagin era. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Nagina. Well, which was the biggest blockbuster of that year. And Sridevi's climax dance, Main Teri Dushman, Dushman Tu Mera, remains one of the best snake dances in Bollywood. I'm sure after watching this clip, you will agree that there cannot be a better Nagin than Sridevi ji. I know for a fact. Well, Nagina ke baad aata hai 1986, where Sridevi ji has two releases. One, Karma, a multi-starrer, and the second, Feroz Khan's Jabaz. Sridevi's popularity grew so much that despite having a very, very small appearance in Jabaz, she completely overshadowed the film lead, which was Dimple Kapadia. एक गाना उन्होंने किया था Jabaz के अंदर, हर किसी को नहीं मिलता यहाँ प्यार जिंदगी में. We surely have to take a look at this song. I'll be right back. खुश नसीब है वो जिन्हें मिली है ये बहार जिंदगी में. Sridevi brought this song back to life. Ladies and gentlemen, Sridevi was one of the only very few actors in Bollywood who could actually carry a sari with such grace, elegance, and bring so much out of this simple sari. I'm thinking you've guessed it right. I'm talking about the movie where she plays the romantic interest across Anil Kapoor, Kaante Nahi Katte Ye Din Ye Raat, where she's described as truly a goddess in a blue sari. And it was featured that this song is one of the topmost 25 best songs ever in a sari. So let's take a look at that song. A lot of film critics joke that the film's name should have been Miss India and not Mr. India because Sridevi was a complete show stealer in the film. Well, agar aapko yaad hoga, Sridevi's imitation of Charlie Chaplin in the film was described as one of the most hilarious acts which has been ever done by a main lead female. Sridevi had this uncanny ability to not only act, romance, dance, but also do comedy. Well, her comic timings could actually give Jim Carrey sleepless nights. Let us show you this little Charlie Chaplin scene and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Charlie. कौन Charlie? You don't know about Charlie Chaplin? How funny. आपका नाम? Dabacha.
Well, I'm sure you must have really enjoyed the Charlie Chaplin scene. Well, the dance number Hawa Hawa was known and cited as one of the most unforgettable numbers of Sridevi. जैसे कहते हैं कि आज के तारीख में भी Hawa Hawa को they've tried to use it in a couple of films and it's also become the nickname for the actress, the Hawa Hawa girl. Sridevi ji को काफी अरसे तक Hawa Hawa girl बुलाया जाता था. ना जाने कहाँ से आई है, ना जाने कहाँ को जाएगी, दीवाना किसे बनाएगी ये लड़की. Well, this song became a big hit. The twin sister act won Sridevi her first Filmfare Award for Best Actress in Hindi films. Well, the song received the Filmfare Award for the Best Choreography too. And ladies and gentlemen, we will not deprive you. आपको ये गाना हम अभी दिखाते हैं. चालबाज के साथ उनकी एक और बिग हिट. The same year saw the release of Yash Chopra's romantic saga Chandni. जी हाँ, the white sari, Sridevi playing the title role. The film was more of an event and less of a movie. Chandni emerged as one of the biggest blockbusters of 1989. The film opened to full houses and distributors had to increase the number of theaters. You know दोस्तों कि लोग ज़्यादा थे, थिएटर कम पड़ गए. ऐसा आजकल होता नहीं है, लेकिन उस मूवी के लिए खासकर हुआ था. It was the most watched films of Indian cinema. The film also reaffirmed Sridevi's position as the top female star of the 1980s and the highest paid Bollywood actor in the 80s, female. Well, Yash Chopra immortalized Sridevi as the perfect Chandni. Take a look if you don't believe it.
रंग भरे बादल से तेरे नैनों के काजल से मैंने इस दिल पे लिख दिया तेरा नाम चांदनी ओ मेरी चांदनी.
Well, quite easily one of the most definitive films in Sridevi's career where she actually plays a mother and a daughter. Yash Ji surpassed his own findings of romance with the insightful Lovely Lamhe. Let's take a quick look. Lamhe was a very emotional film for Sridevi ji because while she was shooting for Lamhe in London, she got the news of her father's demise. She took a break for 16 days for performing all the rituals and was back in London on the 17th day. The entire unit waited for her in London during that period. Well, Lamhe failed commercially but actually received high critical praise and has over the years become basically a cult classic. She had to come back and actually do a comedy scene with Anupam Kher Saab and she did that flawlessly. What a professional. How can someone be so perfect? Well, Lamhe picked up 5 Filmfare trophies, including Filmfare Award for the Best Film and Sridevi's second Filmfare for the Best Actress. Her popular Rajasthani costumes in the film also won her designer, Neeta Lula, her first National Film Award for the Best Costume Design. Let's take a little glimpse. तू मुझे कबूल मैं तुझे कबूल इस बात का खुदा गवाह. It still remains popular in the Afghan country and it's reported that the film is in great demands after the opening of cinema halls in the country even till today. The film picked up the Filmfare Award for the Best Director while Sridevi earned a Filmfare nomination for the Best Actress. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the biggest big budget release in Sridevi's career, Roop Ki Rani, Choro Ka Raja, which was India's most expensive films ever made in 1993. Though the film failed badly at the box office, it was a home production. Bonnie Kapoor produced it, Anil Kapoor, Sridevi. But Sridevi was appreciated and commended for her costumes and for the comedy scenes and her performance in Roop Ki Rani, Choro Ka Raja. Let's take a quick look. In 1994, Sridevi teamed up with Anil Kapoor to play a business tycoon called Sheetal Jetli in a movie called Laala. Agar aapko pata ho, this movie was actually to be done by Divya Bharti. Unfortunately, because of Divya Bharti's demise, Sridevi stepped in and grabbed that character of Sheetal Jetli. The character was described by a lot of critics as rude, dominant and very competitive, but yet brought her another Filmfare nomination. Let's take a look.
स्कूल के बच्चों की तरह मुझे एक्सक्यूज मत दिया करो। अगर 5 मजदूर नहीं आए थे तो दूसरे 5 मजदूरों से वो टाइम क्यों नहीं करवाया?
Ladies and gentlemen, the last major film Sridevi starred in before she took a really long break from the industry was Jedi, which was released in 1997. जी हाँ दोस्तों, ये बिल्कुल actually एक जुदाई थी श्रीदेवी की from the industry. This movie starred Anil Kapoor and Urmila Matondkar. The actress plays a greedy housewife going to extreme lengths for money. Jedi won Sridevi her 8th Filmfare nomination for the Best Actress. Let's take a look with Jedi, Urmila, Sridevi ji and Anil Kapoor. Yes, 2012, the year that everyone was waiting for anxiously. Sridevi announced a comeback in early 2011 while working on a new film, English Vinglish, directed by Gauri Shinde. Her return was officially announced at the IFA Awards 2011 held in Toronto with a montage of Bollywood stars welcoming her back with open arms. After Toronto premiere, some international media outlets hailed Sridevi as the Meryl Streep of India. And 2 weeks later, America's Entertainment Weekly Variety wrote in its review of English Vinglish that it found Sridevi disarmingly charming in a manner that recalls Audrey Hepburn. Let's take a look.
What is the purpose of your visit to the United States?
My sisters are attending my wedding.
What?
ये ब्राउन ब्रेड सफेद अंडा ये सब तेरे नए डांस क्लास के बाद शुरू हुआ तो क्या तुम्हारा वो झांस डांस?
Mom, it is not jazz dance. This is jazz dance.
I Shashi from the India.
No, Sashi, not from the India, from India. It's all about English Vinglish.
After English Vinglish, her fans and critics were very excited as Sridevi was next seen in a home production titled Mom. The poster was unveiled by Salman Khan at the 2017 edition of the Zee Cine Awards. The first look of Mom was made public by Sridevi on 14th March in a tweet that said, "When a woman is challenged." Presenting the first look of Mom, let's take a quick peek.
वैसे पापा, आज आप बहुत हैंडसम लग रहे हो।
क्या चाहिए?
तारीफ हजम नहीं होती है आपको?
अरे पिछली बार जब मैं हैंडसम लगा था ना, 40,000 का फोन खरीद के देना पड़ा था।
उसे समझाने की नहीं, हमें उसे समझने की जरूरत है। भगवान हर जगह नहीं होता है, देखिए जी।
इसीलिए तो उसने माँ बनाई है।
Mom met with an ecstatic response as a lot of newspapers called it stunningly beyond words. A couple of publications actually announced the Queen is back. Well, dosto, that was the film career of Sridevi. And Sridevi had a lot of movies which she was offered, but she refused. You'll be surprised, like Rangila, Bagban, Bazigar, and Mohabbatein. These movies were actually offered to Sridevi before being offered to other actresses, but she refused it for her own reasons. The only movie that Sridevi will be seen now playing herself is Zero, which is being produced and will release very soon, starring Shah Rukh Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this special episode where we paid tribute to the one and only, the living legend who will live in our hearts forever. The reason why I say living legend, क्योंकि वो दुनिया से तो चले गए लेकिन हमारे दिलों से और हमारे दिमाग से नहीं जा सकते. The way she is entertained, the way she has mesmerized all of us across the globe, we'll stay like this. She'll live in us forever and ever. Long live Sridevi, and may she live in our hearts forever. This is your host Monty signing off with a promise to be back next week. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.